Now, this man has been so working hard since the news break. It's extremely hard just to get him on the radio right now. So many people are calling and making their appointments and, of course, seeing Brad because now's the time to make the move. So let me start off by giving out his number. His number is 1-800-526-7977, 1-800-526-7977. He's extremely busy right now, and I've got to jump into the law offices of Brad Bernstein, see if I can get him on the air for even 10 minutes. Brad, what's going on, man?
How are you?
Man, I know you're busy, so thank you so much for, of course.
You're very welcome. My pleasure. Let me reiterate why I'm busy, okay? President Obama has changed the rules when it comes to children or a child who came here at a young age who may be a young adult right now. And this is the rules he's changed. He says, I'm not going to deport anybody who fits under the DREAM Act. And if the president says he's not going to deport you, and you get a promise from the U.S. government never to deport you, you also get a work permit for life that you can renew on a 2-year basis. And eventually, I'm sure down the line, Congress will change the law and give all of these people green cards. There's about 1.5 million kids out there that this law change, it's not really a law change, it's a rule change, pertains to. Now, I want everybody to listen very carefully because this is who qualifies. If you are now under 30 years old, and you were under 16 when you came to America, and you've been in America since June 15th, 2007, and you are in school now, have graduated from school now, have a GED, or are in the armed forces or are honorably discharged from the armed forces, and you don't have a criminal record or any serious criminal offenses, basically a clean record, you will get your work authorization for 2 years. You will get to live here in America for the rest of your life. You will be able to make whatever you want of yourself. Nothing will hold you back. If you want to go to school, you go to school. If you want to work, you go to work. If you want to become whatever, a doctor, you become a doctor. If you want to join SPAR and Bernstein and be a lawyer, you can be a lawyer. You can be an accountant. You can be a DJ. You can do whatever you want in life because of this change. And I think that what Obama has done is that he has, when you ask your leaders to do something, what you're asking your leaders to do is to make everybody's life better. That's why we're all here. We want to be happy. We want to enjoy ourselves for the time that we have on this earth, and we want our lives to be better. And that's what Obama has done. He's done it for our children, for your friends' children, for your friends' family. Now, let me reiterate again. These people will automatically never get deported and will be able to get a work permit. Let me go through the list again. And then I'm going to give you my telephone number if you fall within this category, or you know somebody who falls within this category, or you have a friend or family member who falls within this category. I have 6 people answering the phones right now. Call, make an appointment. Let me help you. Let me give you the telephone number first. Write it down. It's 1-800-JAM-7977, 1-800-526-7977. I'm going to say it 2 more times slowly. 1-800-526-7977, 1-800-JAM-7977. Now, this is who qualifies for the DREAM Act. If you qualify, come in. If you don't qualify, but you'd like me to see what other options you have, obviously call as well. Because there's lots of people out there who don't qualify. Lots of people out there who have removal issues or in deportation, getting married, want to get sponsored in a job, have other immigration-related issues. Call me anyway, but we're talking about the DREAM Act right now. And the telephone number is 1-800-526-7977, 1-800-JAM-7977. Now, this is who qualifies. Listen carefully again. If you are now under 30 years old and you entered the United States before you were 16, and you are in school now, meaning you could be 11 years old and in school. If you've been here for 5 years, you qualify. But if you are in school now, if you graduated from high school, you have a GED, you have honorably discharged from the armed services, You've been in the United States since June 15th, 2007, and you have a clean criminal record. Again, 30 or under, entered the United States before 16, been here for 5 years, which was June 15th, 2007. You are in school, graduated from school, have a GED, in the armed services, clean criminal record. You should not be walking. You should not be skipping. You should not be hopping. You should be sprinting to my office, because this is something that people have been waiting over a decade for. This is something that's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that you are going to lose out if you don't act on it. And let me give you the telephone number. It's 1-800-526-7977, 1-800-JAM 7977, 1-800-526-7977.
That's right. And, of course, someone standing by right now, 1-800-526-7977, 1-800-526-7977. It's a special Irie Jam number. It's 1-800-JAM 7977. Call right now. Someone standing by. And if you'd like to speak to Brad live on the radio, you can call right now and you get your questions answered live. And the number is 718-749-5005. 718-749-5005. That's the on-air number. You can get your questions answered right now. 718-749-5005. And Brad, I was again stopped in the street and asked this question. And it does pertain to this.
Okay.
If you don't have a high school graduate, you didn't graduate from high school, or you don't have a GED, and you're still under 30, what steps can you take to
The jury is still out on that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know if they're going to allow people who otherwise would be eligible to go back and get their GED now to be able to qualify for the DREAM Act rule change.
Okay.
We don't know yet. We do. So those people, we're going to have to hold out for another 30 to 60 days to see how the ink dries on all of this.
Right. Well, would you advise them to go and get?
What we do know is 100% if you have your GED or you have your high school degree, or you are in school now and you've been here for the 5 years and you have a clean record and you came under 16, absolutely, positively, 110% assured of getting, it's not a trick, assured of getting the what's called deferred enforced departure status, which is a promise from the government never to deport you, and your work authorization. The only thing you don't get is authority to travel.
Okay.
But you will get to live in America legally forever.
All right. Let's take some calls then, Brad. Good morning. You're live with the attorney, Brad Bernstein, and what's your question?
Hey, good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How you doing?
Good. What's up?
Great. Listen, another quick question. If you're a
Yes.
resident here, how long will it take to get your spouse from Jamaica to come here?
About 2 years and change.
4 years and change.
Yeah, so if you file now, she should be here.
Let me explain. I filed in 2010 of August.
You filed in August of 2010? I'll tell you exactly where they're at. She doesn't have much of a waiting time left, but let me tell you exactly where they're at. I'm going to pull it up on my computer right now. If you give me 2 seconds, I just got to get to the page here.
Sure.
And they are right now in February 15th, 2010. So if you filed August 2010, she's about 6 months away.
6 months away.
All right.
That's 6 months.
I got to come look for you and celebrate with you, man.
Okay. Come on in. I'll celebrate with you.
All right.
I like celebrating.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Once again, the number to call is 1-800-526-7977, 1-800-526-7977. Someone standing by to take that call. Good morning. You're live with the attorney, Brad Bernstein, and what's your question?
Yeah, my question is, morning, Brad.
Morning. How are you?
All right. Yes, I've got a son that he came up uninspected, but he got arrested and get incarcerated. So is there any chance of getting that thing too?
What was he arrested for?
Drugs.
No, he's not going to get it. If he has a drug arrest and a conviction for drugs, he's not going to get it.
Oh, wow. No chance there.
No chance. As a matter of fact, they actually wrote they wrote a list of offenses that you will not be able to get. Let me see if I can pull that up quickly for you. Drugs was one of them. But they wrote a list of offenses that you are not going to be able to get the DREAM Act. I'm going to pull it up here. Also, if you stay with me 1 second, that's just a smart thing that I should announce what it is. Of course, if my computer was faster, I would have it up in front of me right now, but drugs was on that list. Obviously, any aggravated felonies are on that list. Here it is right here. Okay. It's a criminal offense punishable by more than a year imprisonment, by no more than 1 year of imprisonment. Any felonies or any misdemeanors that are punishable by no more than 1 year of imprisonment or even no imprisonment that involves, okay, so basically any felonies plus any misdemeanors that involve the following: violence, threats, or assault, including domestic violence, sexual abuse or exploitation, burglary, larceny, fraud, driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs, obstruction of justice, bribery, unlawful flight from arrest, prosecution of others, unlawful possession or use of a firearm, drug distribution or trafficking, or unlawful possession of drugs. So, I mean, they basically gave the whole laundry list of everything.
Okay.
So basically, when they say clean record, they really mean a clean record. Obviously, if you have a disorderly conduct, it's not a problem. A harassment, it's not a problem. But anything more significant than probably a disorderly conduct, certain misdemeanors may fall out of the list. But your drugs, your firearms, your assaults, your acts of violence, your sexual abuse, that's all going to be avoid you out from having a clean record.
There you go. All right, Brad, we've got about 35 seconds to go. Let me remind our listeners, call right now. Someone standing by, 1-800-526-7977, 1-800-526-7977. Someone standing by right now.
Prior results do not guarantee similar outcome in future cases. To set up an appointment for a personal consultation with Brad Bernstein, call 1-800-526-7977. That's 1-800-526-7977.
And Brad will be back on live with Dubmaster this afternoon, and we'll continue. So call right now, set up an appointment, 1-800-526-7977. Thanks a lot, Brad, and we'll speak to you later.
Thank you, DJ Roy.
All right, that's Brad Bernstein from the law office of SPAR and Bernstein.